Hi, I'm Aga Bayer, and I'm a culture strategist. And I put these two words together, culture and strategy, partially in defiance of what Peter Drucker had said. He said that culture eats strategy for breakfast. Well, in my world and in my work, I believe that strategy and culture have to peacefully coexist. They have to support each other. So in this video, I want to talk about culture and the common challenges that leaders face when scaling a business. So leading a company that grows should be one of the most exhilarating things in the world, especially these days when we have so many challenges. But in reality, in most cases, it's exciting, but also exhausting and frustrating. Because every single new employee that you hire, and every new product that you launch, and every new campaign that you run, and customer you acquire, it's all just adding to the load that you have already been carrying. And so you start working harder, feeling even more tired, and experiencing even more stress. And you think, this is not what I signed up for. It was supposed to get easier as you scale. So what happened to the promise of economies of scale and effortless growth? Well, if you're in a growth company, you already know what happens. As a company grows, it becomes increasingly complex. In fact, exponentially so. And complexity cannot be managed with the usual top-down approach, unless you are okay with ending up with paralyzing bureaucracy. So if you're in this situation right now, or you are getting ready to scale, there are three things that you will need to focus on. First of all, you need to focus on building organizational systems that scale. Second, you need to build leadership talent density. And finally, you need to build a culture that scales. Okay, so I almost hear you saying, that's great, but how do I do that and where do I start? So I'm not going to geek out on the science behind all this. I'll be brief and go straight to the point because I know that you are busy. And so this is the gist of it. It turns out that the antidote to the complexity of your growing business is actually simplicity. So let me explain what I mean by that. Just bring a school of fish into your mind's eye for a moment. I'm serious, just close your eyes and try to remember the last time you saw a documentary with a school of fish swimming. Thousands of fish in the sea. And it's really mesmerizing, isn't it? Thousands, and yet somehow they move in perfect harmony, with precision, with speed, with agility. Sounds kind of like your dream team, right? So how do they do that? Well, at least one thing is obvious. It's obvious what they don't do. There is no boss fish yelling or sending memos. There is no one saying, guys, pay attention, swim forward, now to the right, now to the left, and right again. There's no one saying to anyone else, come on, Sushi, don't drag your fins, you're slowing us down, bro. None of this is happening in a school of fish because a school of fish is governed by a handful of very simple rules. Rule number one, stay close to each other. Rule number two, swim towards food. Rule number three, swim away from danger. And in your company, irrespective of whether you are 10 people or growing towards 10,000 people, you need a similar set of simple yet effective rules, especially when it comes to building a culture that scales. Because at the end of the day, what you need to remember is that it's not going to be you, the leader, who's going to scale the culture, who's going to demonstrate what it looks like. It's going to be people who sit next to someone else, the people on the right and the people on the left. Or in these days of remote working, probably the ones that they have the most Zoom calls with. The point is, you need to start somewhere. And so first things first. When I work with startups and scale-ups or established companies, we always start from auditing the existing rules. I call this particular set of rules the Culture Playbook. And a good Culture Playbook consists of 5 core elements: mission, vision, core philosophy, core values, and core desired feelings. So when you do the audit, what I want to know is, are the rules simple? Are they sticky? And are they effective? So if you want to scale your business beyond 3 or 4 people, I'd suggest you do this audit yourself. And to help you do this, I created a guide that walks you through the whole process. The guide is free, you can download it, and it takes approximately 20 minutes to go through the whole thing. And it will walk you through 3 simple steps to test the scalability of your culture and to identify the first power moves to improve it. And I promise, as you start scaling your culture, scaling your business will be that much easier. So let me know how it went. I would love to hear from you. So join our brand new private Facebook group. It's called Purpose-Driven Startups and Scale-Ups. And please share your experiences. You can do the same on LinkedIn as well. We have a group under the same name. I'm going to post links in the comments below, and you'll find the link to download the guide as well. Thank you, and I hope to see you soon.